Hey everyone, welcome back to Paper Therapy with Amy. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to show you this Birdsong collection from 49 and Market. If you are not new to my channel, you will know that I really like 49 and Market, and you will also know that I do not usually work with these types of colors, but I decided to go for it because I have some pictures that are really appropriate for these type of colors. And that is on Santa Monica Pier with my friend and cousin here. And we spent a bunch of time just hanging out there and checking it out while our husbands were at a football game. I was actually at a retreat when I created this layout, and I was inspired to buy this paper from the retreat. There was a little store there, and I was inspired to buy this paper there because of that picture with the umbrellas behind us, the colorful umbrellas. So I was starting out with this teal paper, and I kind of wish I had stuck with it, but I do end up making a big change that you'll probably be surprised to see in the end. I'm not so sure I'm crazy about it, but it is in the album for now. I could always change it later if I want to. But I did want to show you how I was going to make this picture go, this paper go across the whole page, even though you only get one sheet of each in the 49 and Market collections. Now I could buy two collections, but 49 and Market is very thick paper and it's also quite expensive, so I really didn't want to buy two. I went with a grid style layout because I took a bunch of pictures there, and then I took my two favorite pictures and I'm gonna have them as the focal point on the other side of the page. You can see I cut a 1.5 inch strip of the flowers off the bottom of this paper that I'm going to use, and you can't even tell that they're not just continuing across the page. You can't tell that they were cut from the bottom. I think it looks like pretty well continuous. Other than that, the pattern of the flowers doesn't repeat exactly. Now I want to find another paper to add into this layout to add at the top so that I can have a frame style layout where the frame is equal all the way around. So I'm just going through these papers and kind of auditioning them, deciding which one would work the best. And I settle on the one that has the teal diagonal stripes here. I will add a strip of that to the top just to make sure that border is equal distance all the way around. And then in a few seconds here, I'm going to make the big bold move that I'm not sure if it was the best move to make, but you guys will let me know, I'm sure. I think most of my reasoning was the only teal really in the pictures is my friend's sweater, and it's really not quite the same color. And so I thought I would rather bring out the colors that are in the rides and stuff that were on Santa Monica Pier. So I thought, well, what colors do I want to bring out? And I tried this yellow and I liked the pop of yellow. So I ended up going with it, and seeing it here later on the video, I think maybe I should have stuck with that teal. So let me know in the comments what you think. I will be just leaving it because it's part of this trip. And honestly, Santa Monica Pier was busy and loud like that. So the layout does match the experience. So, yeah, here I'm going to re-put it all together on the yellow background paper. I have a fair bit of yellow paper and I rarely use it, so I'm glad to use some of it up. I also got the Birdsong die collection pack from 49 and Market, so I'm going to be using that to do most of the embellishments. It's a nice little packet of layering pieces, and I'm going to use them in the open space to the top right, and then kind of layer them in behind the pictures on the other side of the page as well. I'm also using charcoal ink to ink around all the edges, as I always do. And then I'm going to just open up this packet of embellishments, and I am going to just kind of go through it and choose my favorite things or the things that I think will fit with the page the best. This was the very last night of our West Coast trip. We flew home from LAX on the next morning, or around 11 o'clock the next day, I think. And so we just wanted to check it out and walk around, and then we walked back to our hotel. I think we went to the Cheesecake Cafe and had pieces of cheesecake first. So that was kind of our end of trip celebration. My strategy when I layer these types of pieces is usually just to try them out in different places and see what I think. And this little zip strip came from, like it was a zip strip on one of the papers, and I wanted to use it on both sides. So I just snipped it off here, and then I put the rest of it on the other side. And then I had to raise up that little red file folder high enough to kind of hide the gap that was going to be in it. So it looked like it was going across the whole page. And that worked out okay. So I didn't have that little gap covered quite up from that zip strip, so I had to use this other little piece. And I did trim that little piece in half because whatever's going to be hidden behind the picture, I could just bring down and poke out of the bottom. So it just looks like a longer strip. And I use that strategy a lot when I'm using ephemera packs like this. If it's going to be covered up, there's no sense in wasting it. You may as well cut it off and use it somewhere else or poke it out from underneath the bottom so it looks longer than it actually is. The title I'm going to bring in is also from the ephemera pack. It's this word memories on a tag. And then I have these smaller words. This smaller green piece says bestest. So the title works out as bestest memories. And then on the other side, I place one that says this day. I also added in that teal diagonal stripe frame. I cut it in half so I can use another piece on the other side just to tie the two sides together. I like whatever I do to one side, I like to try to add something similar or the same to the other side just to make the layout flow. Now this butterfly stamp set here I got for free on the Celebration sale. I did add a few of these butterflies as a finishing touch along with some ombre dots, and I hope you liked watching this layout come together. Let me know if you're partial to bright colors or if you're a little bit afraid of them like I am. I would be honored if you'd hit that thumbs up button and you would subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to see some still shots of these layouts, then head over to my Instagram, Paper Therapy with Amy. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time on YouTube. Bye.